Good evening. How are you guys? I was told to make this video and let it go live. Let me give you a little background about myself. I am Native American, African American, and white. I'm not going to say Caucasian, I'm going to say white. I was told that my father was 50-50, white and white and African American, and my mother was half Indian, half African American. I'm 54 years old. I have 2 grown sons, 7 grandchildren, technically 9. This is one of my babies. Her name is Maya. And that one right there is Tala. Both of them are my service animals, but also my family. Maya knows when I am down and she will come and lay on me just like she's doing now. And Tala knows when I get depressed, because she will lay across my chest and basically stay there all night because she knows that I am depressed. And I love these girls. 2.5 years ago, I had a full-grown white German Shepherd named Samson. That was my boy. He knew my every need. He knew when to do what Maya and Tala's doing. But he would do the job of 2 dogs himself. Now, when I got these 2, I didn't think they were going to get as big as they gotten. But they're pretty big. They considered to be middle, medium dogs. I know they're not large. To me, they're between small and medium. But they're my babies and they're my hearts right now. They're the only thing right now that I feel in my life has clarity. I lived in Georgia from 2002 to 2014. And the only reason I had to leave Georgia is because I couldn't get Georgia to help me stay where I was. So I came to Alabama to be with my oldest son. And that's a long story that I don't feel like I need to go into right now. But I have been looking and looking and looking for a place in Georgia that I can move into. I really wasn't looking for something to purchase. But God pointed me in the direction of a townhouse that I used to live in. It was for sale when I was there, but I couldn't get it. Well, it's back up for sale. And I'm trying my best to figure out a way to get this. I've started me a GoFund account, asking everybody to help contribute. I need $20,000 down payment. I've prayed about it, and I left it to God. In my prayers, I said, God, I'm going to start me a GoFundMe account. And hopefully they'll take my offer. It's on the market for $99.9. I only want to pay about $92 for it. Because I know what it cost when she originally bought it. Because again, I was living there. In the process of injuring my back. I've had bad knees, I got bad feet, bad shoulders. My neck is messed up. So a combination of all that has landed me on disability. I have headaches that's worse than migraines. But all that stems from the injury to my neck. I kept working and kept working and kept working, regardless of how much pain I was in, regardless of how bad my head was hurting. And I messed things up. I never had a back problem until I hurt myself on the job. Most of my injuries are from the job. I am presently under about 5 or 6 different doctors. Because being here in Alabama, I've already had depression. I've had depression for many, many years. But being here has caused me to have chronic depression, where I will, how do I describe this? I will curl up like a ball, supposedly. With all my problems in my body, I can't curl up in a ball, but that's just an analysis. I will curl up in a ball, and I will lay on the couch. And the only thing that gets me off the couch is my Intala. It hurts to walk around my apartment between my feet, my knees, and my back. I have a wheelchair. But unless I'm willing to get rid of a lot of stuff, I can't really ride the wheelchair in my apartment. When it's really bad and bothering me, I use my cane to get around. I can't walk very far. I mean, like I said, I've got a lot of health issues. I was instructed by the judge that gave me disability that I really can't work. No job whatsoever. I'm not allowed to sit for more than 2 hours. Stand and walk for more than an hour, hour and a half at a time. So, as you can see, I have a lot of issues. Now, my knees, one knee has bothered me since I was 10 years old. The other one is from a car accident that I was in back in 2004, I believe, or 5, something like that. I have a ton of family, but nobody in the family interacts with me. friends that I consider my family, because for many years I had their support when I lived in Georgia. Being here in Alabama, I have nobody. I have to ride my wheelchair to my doctor's appointments. I have to ride my wheelchair to buy minimum groceries that I can carry back. If I have to go large shopping, which until I can get some money worked out, at the most I spend is about $100 to $125 a month in groceries for me. And believe me when I say that's not a lot of food. Anybody who has a family knows that's not a lot of food. Prices on food is ridiculous. Food stamp office says I don't qualify, so I can't get food stamps. I'm in one of those I'll be darned situations. I'll be darned if I do, I'll be darned if I don't. Now, I have strategically formulated my life to where I can buy 2 bags of dog food that will last me 4 months. So every 4 months I'm buying dog food. There's months that I can't buy me no meat, and I live off of canned vegetables and cereal and eggs, stuff that I can afford to get cheap. Here lately I've been eating a lot of ice cream that I know I shouldn't be eating because I am diabetic. But with the heat the way it is, in the hundreds with the heat index, I'm not hungry. All I want is something cold that takes care of the need of filling my stomach, even though I'm not, and I mean not, hungry at all. Now, there's times that, I will make me like a couple pieces of sausages, some small amount of fries, just to put solid food in my body instead of eating ice cream every day. God is dealing with me about that situation, because I went from 315 pounds down to 260 pounds in a matter of 2 months because I was sick. The doctors couldn't figure out what was going on. I couldn't figure out what was going on until one day I sat down and I thought about it, and I went to this food pantry and got me some food, and I had ate some apples and ate some pre-seasoned chicken, and I believe that's what did it. I don't really get any meat from them anymore. I do pick up canned foods and rice and potatoes and stuff like that, and I bring home and I use that to eat. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but I am. And it's not I'm ashamed of it. It's just that I don't like being on video. And it doesn't help when I got remnants of a pimple that was on my face and I popped it and it turned into a nasty sore. But that comes from being diabetic. I'm soaking it down with alcohol every day to help dry it up so it'll go away faster. You gotta excuse my hair. I need a haircut. I don't have the money for it right now, so I just have to deal. I sit in my house. I don't watch TV during the daytime because there's never nothing on. TV don't come on around here until 7:30 at night. I keep a fan going on me and the AC running because it's not cool in here. And all I do is sweat. Right now I'm going through where I'm up for 36 to 40 hours before I can lay down and go to sleep. And that's every other day. Like, I was up until 1 o'clock this afternoon from 12 o'clock yesterday. And when I say 12 o'clock, I mean 12 o'clock p.m. The doctors can't tell me the reason why I can't sleep. I'm about to go see me a psychologist and talk to them and see what they can do to help me sleep. I mean, I'm on a sleeping pill, but it ain't doing nothing for me. Only time it seems to work is when I'm up for more than 24 hours. And it does make me go to sleep, and then I'll sleep from the time I pass out, which is usually around 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening, till 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon the next day. And that's after getting up twice to take the dogs out and let them go to the bathroom. Now, let me explain the reason why I'm working so diligent to getting me this townhouse. They say a condominium, a condo. I say it's a townhouse because it's basically 2 residents in 1 building. I lived there. I lived there from 2012 to 2014. And if the state of Georgia would have helped me when I asked for help then, I'd still be there. But I have the opportunity now to purchase it. I have a GoFundMe account on Facebook. The username is j.r.adams42. Again, on Facebook. I'm spreading the word on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, any means, ways I can. I've even emailed some people that is not on none of those accounts that just I strictly have email addresses for. And hopefully, well, let me not say hopefully. When God helps me get this, it will be something that I worked really hard for. I'm not saying that what I'm making will be sufficed to making ends meet when I do make this move back to Georgia. Even if I don't get this, I have plans on moving back to Georgia. I don't have anybody there that I can live with because of the dogs. If I didn't have the dogs, then I could have been back in Georgia 2 years ago. But they know how I am about having a dog. I've got to have the dog because, or in this case, dogs. Because they bring peace to me. They bring happiness to me. They bring the love that I'm missing. They bring me joy. They make me get up off this couch. They make me go for their walks. Now, I don't walk them. I get in my wheelchair, I put it on this medium speed, and I let them pull until they're tired, and then I slow it down even more to let them walk. I don't do it enough. I need to do it on a regular basis. But they understand, because It's times that I try to get up off this couch and my back is hurting me so bad that I scream, I curse, and I ask myself why all this has happened to me. I don't know why it happened to me, but I have taken it with a grain of salt. I have done everything that I need to do. And now I'm trying to work it out so that I can get this townhouse, because I fell in love with it when I lived there. I had neighbors that was cool. I kept it clean. But I had a job then, and I could afford to live there. I couldn't afford for the rent to go up as much as they wanted it to go up. But I did live there comfortably. And I enjoyed every second, every hour, and every minute, every day, every year that I was there. So, if I can get back there, I can't relive my life that took place there, but I can start fresh. And I know once I get back to Georgia that I'm not going to completely lose my depression, but I will come out of it more than what I can here. Because, I mean, I have some good days. But if you take 7 days out of the week, I am depressed probably 6.5 days out of that 7. And it's all because I'm in Alabama. I don't like being in Alabama. There's nothing here for me to do in Alabama. The only thing is, I do have my doctors here. They all live within a 10-mile range of me here. And I will have to start fresh in Georgia. But I can start all that all over again. I'll get all my medical records and stuff from here. And be done with that. And that way, when I get there, it won't be hard for me to start fresh. You know what they say? Pray and leave it to God, and I have done that. I mean, I've done everything that I feel I can do. Now I have to turn it over to God's hands. And leave it alone. Honestly, leave it alone. I want or need to learn how to do extreme couponing for not only me, but to get dog food for them. I have to figure out a way to get me a vehicle to get around. Taxi cabs cost. Handy ride cost. I try to do as much as I can on my own. It's getting harder. It really is. It's getting harder. But with everybody's help, I can achieve my goal. I can get where I want to be. And maybe If you guys got any ideas on some YouTube channels that would bring an income in for me of, say, about $1,000 a month, $250 a week. I know it won't be like started today and tomorrow I'll have money. I know it won't be like that. But I'm willing to do it. So I take suggestions on that, and we'll go from there. So, to all my friends and family who know me, thank you in advance for any assistance that you can give me. To all the people in the world that I don't know, I will say thank you now, because God's going to ask you and bless you to help me in my journey. And in return, you'll get tenfold. I'm sure that He will bless you with abundance. I'm not the type of person that usually asks for help. I'm not the type of person that begs people. This is just one thing that I know I can't do on my own. So, from my heart and God's heart, I want to say thank you. And remember to send me suggestions on how you think I can do YouTube videos on something to bring in that $1,000 a month. To me, $1,000 ain't a lot. But that's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking for. If I can find me a part-time job making $250 a month, regardless how much pain it puts me in, I'll be willing to do it. So YouTube, you have a wonderful night or good morning, whichever one when you see this. I thank you and I love you.